Right, hey, what's up, everyone? Here we are. Very tough wind. I was gonna try to shoot it up into this gap here. This is a tough wind to do it. Not sure I feel confident doing that. So I guess we're going to go around to this side. One of the things that you'll see is I do put the jewel ball on. I really don't think it's going to be a threat for me to drive this too far. So a POC 6, a POC 7, you'll pretty much just want to get it down as far as you can. You need somewhere in the neighborhood of, for me, 10-ish rings. I'm just trying to get that alignment, 9, 10 rings. And you'll see that I just kind of shifted to the side just a little bit because I wasn't able to go 10 rings. So I did shift just a little bit more to the right. What you're seeing is we're just going to try to blend, and it looks like I just caught that rough. It would be ideal not to, but let's just say me clipping that rough is kind of equivalent to like a POC 5 off the tee. And if I would have just kind of shifted just a little bit more to the left, you could see when I was pulling those rings, it would have been enough. But for the first time, I just wanted to be a little bit casual with it, just to make sure that I was, not over pulling and missing to the right, because I know missing to the left is a little bit safer because that fairway is kind of open. So I just kind of under adjusted just slightly, and I could make revisions as necessary. But going over to this side, it's going to give you a pretty nice look. I'll typically be in B52 range. I might not have got there with that. It looks like I might just be in range. And you can see I actually have Grizzly on. So the one problem with this club is it doesn't have side spin. However, we're going to have a pretty holeable shot here otherwise. So the one thing, we just kind of visualize on our own the ball guide condensing. So you can see with what I'm doing with my adjustment, I know I'm going to need to go at least 10 rings here. I'm thinking maybe even towards 11. So almost 11 rings here. Some side spin. I was really late to that. The great ball's really going to end up costing me. So you're going to see that it's going to shoot over to the right. I should have just timed out, to be honest with you, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get my one full pass there. So I wanted to make sure that I got the shot off, which in retrospect, I would have rather just timed out. So I should have just let it pass. Because it would have been better to see that shot play out than not play out. But keep in mind what I was doing with my technique there. I was keeping the ball guide through the hole. It's going to collapse down. But you can also see kind of the problem that arises is the more that I put topspin on that, the more the ball tends to go outside left. And you could see that the ball guide was really changing when I did that. What that means is it's going to be hard to get that one to stay online without side spin. So if you do have to go jewel ball, it's going to be really tough to tweak your spin and figure that out. It's going to be much easier if you can use kind of like a side spin approach and be able to go for that rough bump. But that's what I would recommend for that, is definitely the rough bump. And with some practice, and I missed by 2 rings, so it would have landed over here. It almost looks, if I would have been going almost 11 rings, that it was still a little bit light. I would have liked it to land right about up here. So it looks like it short landed just a touch. I'm not too worried about this shot. So you really shouldn't be here. Keeping in mind that, you have the good time management and you don't have to rush that last shot and pull it 2 rings. There's a good chance that you're never going to hit that bunker. So that's why, you'll want to go for that bump. It's very safe and good look for you to be able to get that hole out. So good luck there. Just keep in mind, if you get that drive all the way down there, you may keep it to thorn distance. It's a possibility. So if you are at short iron distance, it's going to be a little bit tougher to play because the ball's going to have a higher trajectory. And with the higher trajectory, you're going to need to play more rings. So on a thorn, for example, if my normal ring adjustment is 1.8, it would probably be closer to 1.4-ish, I'm thinking, in that scenario, maybe even 1.3 per ring if you do get to max short iron there. So definitely something to keep in mind if you do get it down there and have a strong headwind like that with the short iron, with the larger trajectory. It's going to really change up your ring values. And, same thing, you could see it happening with mine. I went almost 11 rings there, which is 0.9-ish per ring. And I wasn't even at max club, but it seems like I was still just a little bit light. So keep all that in mind. Good luck, and I will see you on the next one.